This is one of those moments where a familiar name suddenly feels brand new again. A vehicle you thought you already understood comes back redesigned, re-engineered, and quietly challenges everything else in its class. What you are looking at here is the 2026 Hyundai Palisade Hybrid in calligraphy trim. And before we go any further, understand this clearly. This is the most powerful Palisade ever built, and at the same time, the most fuel efficient. How often does that actually happen in a 3-row mid-size SUV? Before we dive into details, take a second and support the Next Gear channel by hitting like. It tells the algorithm that long, honest car reviews still matter, and it helps this channel grow. Hyundai already showed us the fully redesigned Palisade with a new naturally aspirated V6. But this changes the conversation entirely. For the first time ever, the Palisade now offers hybrid power. That alone shifts it into a different league. Buyers want space. They want comfort. But they also want better fuel economy, especially when a traditional V6 struggles to break 20 miles per gallon in the city. Hyundai clearly paid attention. This hybrid setup is not a compromise. You still get serious output, and you still get the character people expect from the Palisade name. In a segment where rivals are downsizing engines or forcing buyers into 4-cylinder-only options, Hyundai decided to give buyers choice. And that choice matters. Visually, this calligraphy trim leans hard into a premium look, especially in this creamy white finish. It sounds subtle, but under sunlight, it gives off a clean, almost luxury brand presence. This may not wear a luxury badge, but the design language absolutely wants to play in that space. Up front, the redesign is bold and unapologetic. The horizontal lighting elements stretch across the face with LED headlights and turn signals integrated into one massive housing. It looks modern, technical, and intentionally different. The illuminated bars give the Palisade a recognizable signature at night, and the overall shape feels more confident than before. The grille dominates the front end, and that is a design trend some people love and others question. But there is no denying that it gives this SUV real road presence. Functional elements are hidden within the design, including a forward-facing camera and active air flaps that open and close while driving. When the vehicle is off, everything looks clean and sealed. When it is moving, the system works quietly in the background. Along the lower edge, metallic silver accents and gloss black details balance the creamy white paint. It keeps the design from feeling too soft or too plain. Compared to competitors like the Toyota Highlander, this looks noticeably more modern. Compared to the Telluride, it feels slightly more upscale and refined. Moving to the side profile, the calligraphy trim continues to impress. 21-inch wheels fill the arches properly, finished in machined aluminum with a metallic gray tone that works well with the body color. The tire setup looks purposeful, and it is refreshing to see a hybrid that does not advertise itself with awkward proportions or undersized wheels. There was a time when hybrid vehicles looked like science experiments on wheels. That era is over. This Palisade looks like a proper SUV first, with electrification hidden beneath the surface. Gloss black accents around the windows, metallic silver roof rails, color-matched door handles, and painted mirror caps all come together cleanly. The pillars are blacked out to visually lower the roofline, and the subtle character lines add strength without clutter. At the rear, Hyundai made a smart decision by hiding the rear wiper beneath the roof. Spoiler, it keeps the back end looking clean and upscale. The Palisade name is spelled out proudly, with hybrid badging letting everyone know this is something different. The digital rearview mirror is also present, adding another layer of technology without adding visual noise. Under the hood is where this Palisade really changes the game. This hybrid system pairs a 2.5-liter inline-4 engine with 2 electric motors. You can choose between front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, which gives buyers flexibility depending on climate and driving needs. The numbers tell a strong story. Total output is 329 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque, making this the most powerful Palisade ever produced. Power is sent through a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. That decision alone will matter to many buyers. 0 to 60 happens in approximately 6.6 seconds, which is impressive for a midsize 3-row SUV weighing over 5,000 pounds. Top speed is around 130 miles per hour. But the real headline is efficiency. 29 miles per gallon in the city and 30 on the highway. That is a massive improvement without sacrificing performance. Inside, the calligraphy trim makes its intentions very clear. This is not entry-level. Black leather, soft-touch surfaces, contrast stitching, ambient lighting, and textured trim materials create an environment that feels calm, modern, and thoughtfully designed. The door panels are padded and clean with metallic accents and integrated ambient lighting. Storage is practical without feeling cheap. Moving across the dashboard, the materials remain consistent with layered textures and subtle lighting that elevate the experience. The infotainment system measures 12.3 inches and is angled slightly toward the driver. That small detail makes daily use easier and safer. Controls are familiar, responsive, and logically laid out. Physical buttons and knobs remain for climate and seat functions, which is a relief in a world of overcomplicated touch interfaces. The center console is deep, wide, and extremely usable. Wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, cup holders, and clever storage spaces make it easy to live with. Everything feels reachable and well thought out. The seats are where this trim really shines. The leather is soft, supportive, and well-shaped. Both front seats offer full power adjustment, and the driver gets massage functionality, including pelvic support. It is subtle, but over long drives, it makes a difference. Above, there is a panoramic glass roof that extends through multiple rows, with power shades to control light and heat. The digital rearview mirror adds flexibility, especially when the vehicle is fully loaded with passengers or cargo. Behind the wheel, the Palisade feels immediately comfortable. Memory seat controls are placed high on the door panel. Visibility is excellent, and the steering wheel falls naturally to hand. The digital gauge cluster changes based on drive mode. and blind spot cameras appear directly in the cluster when signaling, which remains one of Hyundai's best features. The second row offers power-adjustable captain's chairs, heated and ventilated seating, USB-C ports, and a dedicated climate control panel. Comfort is clearly a priority here. Even small details like wider armrests and high-mounted power outlets show attention to real-world use. The third row continues that theme. Power sliding and reclining seats make access easy, and heated third-row seats are rare in this segment. Headroom and legroom are respectable, and passengers are not treated as an afterthought. Cargo space remains strong despite the hybrid battery. With the third row up, there is ample room for daily needs. Fold the seats down, and the Palisade offers serious versatility. Everything folds flat, and controls are accessible directly from the cargo area. On the road, the hybrid system delivers immediate torque. Acceleration feels smooth and confident, especially in sport mode, where throttle response sharpens and the transmission holds gears more deliberately. Electric motors fill in gaps beautifully, making the SUV feel lighter than it is. Eco mode prioritizes efficiency without making the vehicle feel sluggish. The hybrid battery placement slightly lowers the center of gravity, which helps stability and ride quality. Over broken pavement, the Palisade remains composed, quiet, and comfortable. This is an SUV that feels easy to drive despite its size. Sightlines are clear, reference points are easy to judge, and all the technology works together without overwhelming the driver. So the real question is simple. If you are shopping for a mid-size 3-row SUV with premium features, strong performance, and real-world efficiency, does this become the new benchmark? Let me know what you think in the comments, and do not forget to support the Next Gear channel by liking and subscribing. More honest reviews are coming